When you're all ready to start carving, there are a few things that I want you to know about the tools. The first tool that you're going to be using is a linoleum block cutter or carving tool. And it has a handle, and then the end part has three different parts. There's this chamber, and there's two small pieces that fit together. If you lose either one of these little pieces, the whole thing is not going to work. So if you do take this apart, make sure that you keep track of these two little pieces. And if you lose them, try to find them. Pick them up off the floor. So they fit together like so, and there's a flat side and kind of a rounded side. They almost look like a little bullet. And you take your chamber piece and put your bullet into the chamber, and then you take the handle apart and screw it on the end. You don't want to screw it all the way tight because those two little pieces kind of open up on the inside. So then I'm going to take my the actual carving handle, or I'm sorry, the carving tool, the blade, and put it inside. Those two little pieces should open up just a little bit so that you can slide the blade in between them. Oh, there we go. And then tighten it up the rest of the way. If you have it in correctly, the blade should have a number on the back. This is probably hard to see, but it's a number 2. And each blade has a different number. There's 1 through 5. 1 is the smallest, 5 is the largest. So if you need to find different blades at any time, you'll just go back, find a replacement blade, and unscrew, take your other blade out, and put a different size on. Please only use one handle at a time. You can use more than one blade, but don't have a bunch of handles because there really are only enough for one for each person. So I've got my handle all set up with my blade. These are very sharp. When you do your carving, you want to hold them like this. I'm right-handed, so I'd hold it with my right hand and put my index finger down on top of it, and I'm always going to carve away from myself. This metal piece is called a bench hook, and the bench hook is meant to keep your linoleum block in place. So I'm going to take my supporting hand and put it down here close to me at the bottom of my block, and I'm going to carve away from myself. I want to start with places that I know will be totally all white. So I have some little spots on my fire hydrant that I know will be completely white. So I'm going to dig in and just carefully take out a few little pieces. It's a slow process. It takes some time. I'm just taking out those little white shines on my piece. If I ever have a spot that I want to get to, I've got this spot right here that's kind of hard to go across, I just turn my block until it's easier. Always keep your hand down here. Never put your hand up above when you're carving because you can very easily slip and go into your finger. Also, keep your body back. If you put your face too close down to your block, you could slip and stick yourself. So be very careful. Always carve away from yourself. Never have your hand up here or over here or up here. Always put it down below so it's out of the way and you are carving safely. So start with the places that you want to be completely white, and once you get those places done, then you can start doing things like experimenting with stippling, experimenting with grassy textures, making lines that go in different directions. Try using lines that are different thicknesses. I don't want to see you carving so deeply that you're cutting into the wood. It makes the blades very dull, and it's not necessary. You don't have to carve that deeply. It's better to take off, to carve a little less deep, and then you can always do a practice print and see if you're going deep enough, and if you weren't, you can go back over some of those lines. So leave the things that are dark, leave the places that you want to be completely black, carve out the places that you want to be totally white, and practice making some different textures like stippling and dots, small lines in other places.